Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, sir.
In the most holy name of Allah, who came to us, the black man and the black woman here in the hills of North America, in the divine person of Master Farad Muhammad, the great Mahdi, and the one God to whom a holy praise is due forever, the Lord of all the worlds. We forever thank him for his coming and for his raising up in our midst a divine leader, a divine teacher, and a divine guide in the personage of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad the last and the greatest messenger of Allah. So it is in their two great names that I would like to greet you once again, my beloved black brothers and sisters, in the nation of Islam's greeting words of peace, in the Arabic language, which is indeed the original language of the original black man. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. For those of you, and there should always be at least a few, who are unfamiliar with the words Assalamu alaikum, you can find those words, if you are Christian, in your Christian Bible, though they are our words of the Muslims' greeting.
Go ahead.
If you open your Bible to Genesis, the 43rd chapter and the 23rd verse, you find where the prophet Joseph greeted his brothers in Egypt by saying, "Peace be unto you."
Yes, sir.
But since we know that there was no English language in existence at the time of Joseph,
No, sir.
the question would be, what language did Joseph speak?
Good question, sir. Good question.
We assume, you know we do some assuming, we assume that Joseph spoke Hebrew.
Come on. Go ahead.
Well, how do you say peace be unto you in Hebrew? You say it Assalamu alaikum. Doesn't Assalamu alaikum sound like Assalam alaikum?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Elsewhere in your Bible, particularly for those of you, once again, that are Christian, you find Jesus in Luke 24 and 36 greeting his disciples by saying, "Peace be unto you," thousands of years after Joseph. Talk back to me.
Come on.
Now, according to the white man, Jesus spoke Aramaic. And since we know that there was no English language even during the time of Jesus, there was no English.
That's right.
Then how did Jesus say, "Peace be unto you," in the language he did speak, which was Aramaic? You would say it Assalamu alaikum. Sounds again like Assalam alaikum. Right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
And this is once again thousands of years after Joseph. Well, wait a minute, 600 years after Jesus. We have another man.
Come on.
I would say prophet, but you so much in love with the white man, you don't want to believe Muhammad was a prophet. Because the white man said Muhammad was not a prophet. You accept Joseph as a prophet because white folks say Joseph was a prophet.
Exactly.
You accept Jesus as a prophet, and even more than a prophet, you accept Jesus as the Son of God and part of the Godhead, because the white man said that about Jesus.
That's right.
But you don't accept nothing about Muhammad except what the white man tells you about Muhammad. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
600 years after Jesus, you have Muhammad in the Holy Quran greeting by saying, "Peace be unto you." And though English may have existed at that time,
Come on. Maybe.
don't know, don't care. Though English may, and it's a big maybe, have existed at that time, you know Muhammad didn't speak no English.
Right.
He didn't even speak no English.
Come on.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Jesus.
He spoke Arabic,
Yes, sir.
which means he said it, Assalam alaikum.
Yes, sir.
Now, why do Assalam alaikum, Assalamu alaikum, Assalamu alaikum?
Yes.
Why do they all sound alike?
Good question.
Briefly, because all three languages belong to one family of languages. And that family, the white man calls the Semitic family of languages. Now, you hear a lot about Semitic, don't you? Because the minute you say something against the genocide in Palestine, you got some white folks calling you anti-Semitic.
Come on. Teach. Teach.
Because you are against genocide in Palestine.
Come on.
And because you are so-called anti-Jewish. Well, wait a minute. The black Jews of Africa have been Jews longer than the white Jews of Eastern Europe.
Come on.
Who in the hell thinks we're against the black Jews of Africa?
Go ahead.
Talk back to me.
Yes, sir.
There are Arab Jews. Did you know that? Or you think every Arab is a Muslim?
Go ahead.
There are Arab Jews and Arab Christians.
Teach.
Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
Arabic is a Semitic language. Hebrew is a Semitic language. Aramaic is a Semitic language.
Teach.
And when the white man says Semitic, he's saying Afro-Asiatic. Are y'all listening to me?
Yes,
Go
sir.
ahead.
How in the hell do you get an Afro or some Asiatics from some crackers in Eastern Europe who were pagans, believers in many gods, and then converted to Judaism only a little over 1,000 years ago?
Go ahead.
Are y'all listening to me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Don't hand me some Poles, meaning white folk from Poland. Don't hand me no Ukrainians. Don't hand me no Austrians, Hungarians, Lithuanians, Latvians, Slovakians, and no other damn-ians. Don't hand me no crackers from Europe as Afro-Asiatics. No, they are Indo-European.
Come on.
So don't tell me I'm anti-Semitic because I'm against some criminal settler colonists from Europe in Asia who have stolen the land of a people that are Afro-Asiatics.
Come on.
Teach it.
I'm not going into this long because we bring in Minister Kevin up.
Come on.
Long story short, Arabs,
Yes, sir.
meaning Palestinians,
Yes, sir.
any other Arabs, but Palestinians are Arabs.
Yes, sir.
Get that through your thick skull. Palestinians are Arabs.
Come
Right.
on.
Arabs are Semites.
All day.
Polish crackers are Indo-Europeans, not Afro-Asiatics.
Teach.
So they are not Semites.
Teach.
If you're against Zionist Jews of Europe, you are not anti-Semitic. You might be anti-cracker, but you ain't anti-Semitic.
Go ahead.
Are you listening to me?
Go ahead.
Because the crackers that they're saying you are against are not Semites.
Go ahead.
But if you're a white man from Europe and you're against Arabs in Palestine, you are against Semitic Arabs. You are anti-Semitic.
Come on.
Are y'all listening to me?
Yes, sir.
But what difference does it make what I just said, Brother Minister? If the white man doesn't tell them that what I just said is the fact,
Prayer book. Come on.
then I just said it for nothing.
Right.
White folks say, if you're against the criminal settler colony of Israel, you're anti-Semitic. White folks say, a Polish cracker named Benny Madakowski,
Right.
who changed his name to Benjamin Netanyahu,
Right.
is Semitic. History doesn't say he's Semitic.
Go ahead.
Anthropology doesn't say he's Semitic.
Go ahead.
Archaeology doesn't say he's Semitic.
Go ahead.
Linguistics don't say he's Semitic.
Teach.
There is no field of study that can make Benjamin Netanyahu a Semite. But every one of those fields will make Abu Ubaidah, the spokesperson for Hamas, a Semite.
Come on.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Now let's get back to Jesus. Jesus, not just in Luke 24 and 36, but in St. John 20 and 19.
Come on.
In St. John 20 and 21. There again, Jesus greets by saying, peace be unto you.
Teach.
But he says it in one of the three languages that I mentioned, that with other languages added, belong to a family of languages called Semitic, aka Afro-Asiatic. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. So you got one family of language that's Indo-European.
Right.
You got another family of languages that's Afro-Asiatic. I don't care how crazy you are. The minute you hear Afro, you know that's talking about black folks.
Right. That's right.
Talk black to me.
Yes, sir.
The minute you say Afro, you know that's talking about black folks.
Come on.
You say, well, Arabs ain't black. Oh, my God. Niggas. Do you know how much African blood is in Arabs?
Come on.
Do you have any idea how mixed Arabs are with African blood?
Teach.
If you have studied history at all, you know that the Arab and the African are heavily mixed in the Arabian Peninsula.
Go ahead.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
I don't care what an Arab look like. Get up under that Arab skin. Get up into that DNA.
Right.
Get up into them cells and their structure. There's niggas in there. All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Indo-European, Afro-Asiatic. One black, one white. The one that's black is Semitic. The one that's white is not Semitic. The one that's white is against the one that's black, which means the one that's white is the one that's anti-Semitic.
That's right.
Are y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah once again for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Enough on that. To my left, you see an actual facts board.
Yes, sir.
Everything that Minister Kevin Ali is going to bring you today is going to expand on the actual facts
Come on.
that are on this board.
Teach.
Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
I want to take from the most honorable Elijah Muhammad's words on June the 11th, 1972,
Teach.
where he opened up his subject matter by saying, we are living in a great time of trouble.
Sir.
And it's getting worse every hour. So it's good that we come together to decide which way we shall go.
Come on.
Talk black to me.
Teach Elijah.
I'm going to look at the numbers after this lecture is over tomorrow or maybe Tuesday. And I'm going to see how many of you came together with us in this great time of trouble that's getting worse every hour, making it good for us to come together to see which way we, the black man, shall go. I'm going to look to see how many of you came together. How many of you came to see which way we should go?
Come on.
Or how many of you decided to watch a football game or some other damn game today?
Come on.
Are you listening to me? All right now. In the center of this actual facts board, there is one war or word. The word is war.
Yes, sir.
There's one word I want you to pay attention to. War. And there's a question about war. Which one will survive the war?
Come on.
What war? Of Armageddon.
Yes, sir.
Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
We are living in the time of the war of Armageddon.
That's correct.
The Bible talks about this time. It says there'll be a great time of trouble such as never before had been seen among the nations. We're living in that time. You're watching football in that time. You're watching basketball in that time. Are y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
You watching sports and entertainment in that time.
Music video.
You watching videos, TikTok, Instagram. You being a simple-minded nigga in that damn time.
Yes, sir.
But it's a great time of trouble that the nations have never before seen. Y'all listening to me? And in that time that the nations have never before seen the trouble of, there's an angel called Michael. I'm not talking about nobody flying around on no wings. You talk about, hey, Mike. And he flapping his wing. Yo, what's up? That ain't what we talking about.
Drunk a Red Bull.
There's an angel called Michael who's going to stand up
Yes, sir.
for a particular people that are God's people in that day and time. Nobody heard what I just said. Not even Muslims heard what I just said.
Now, teach.
The ones who's supposed to be saying what I just said didn't even hear what I just said.
Teach.
In this time of trouble prophesied in your Bible, Christian, it talks about a time of trouble so deep that the human family ain't never seen it before.
That's right.
But there's an angel of God who is interested in the affairs of a particular people chosen by God at that time.
Go ahead.
Are you listening to me? He's going to stand up for that people at that time. All right. When it asks the question, which one will survive that war? What does it mean when it says which one? Which one what? Which one who?
Yes, sir.
The two flags on the other end tell you. One is the flag of America. The other is the flag of the Muslims.
Go ahead.
Each flag symbolizes the people that the flag belongs to. Which nation? The United States of America or the original nation, the Muslims? Which one is going to survive the war of Armageddon? Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All right now. Each one has a religion. The American flag, the Christians, the Islamic flag, the Muslims, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, on the side of America, you have slavery, suffering, and death. You have the sign of the cross. You have the black man being hung by the crackers who gave him the Christianity and the cross. On the other side, you have freedom, justice, and equality.
Go ahead.
Right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
All right. In the American flag, you see a bunch of stripes. 6 white stripes going across a red background that makes 7 red stripes.
Go ahead.
You see a blue square in that red background with 50 stars in it. The star we know means justice. The color blue means untrue.
Come on.
The color red means true.
Go ahead.
And the color white means cracker. The color white means peckerwood.
Come on.
The color white means beast.
Go ahead.
The color white means bastard.
Go ahead.
Are y'all listening to me?
Yes, sir.
You got 6 white stripes for 1 white cracker,
Yes, sir.
indicating the 6,000 years that the white man was given to rule, to justify his authority over the black man, right?
Yes, sir.
For 6,000 years. Are y'all listening to me?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
But in the 7,000th year, you're going to have a great time of trouble and an angel that the Bible calls Michael that's going to stand up for the people of God in that time. Are y'all listening
Yes,
to me?
sir. Yes, sir.
All right now. On the other side, you have a solid red background. No blue, because it's all true.
Come on.
With a moon in that flag. That's not in the other flag, because the moon means equality. So equality is put next to justice, the star. In a solid red background, meaning all in the light of the sun, regardless of creed, regardless of
Race, creed.
color, regardless of creed, class, or color. Are y'all listening to me?
Yes, sir.
Don't mind I had an old man moment.
We get them all.
Regardless of creed, class, or color. All right. Equal justice for all who are in the light of the sun.
Come on.
That's what Islam represents, in theory. Did anybody hear what I just said?
I heard it. Come on.
In theory.
Come on. Teach.
In practice, hell no. In theory. Why not in practice? Because the old world of Islam has been ruled by white Muslims.
Go ahead.
But there's a new world of Islam burgeoning.
That's right,
And
sir.
it'll be ruled by black Muslims only.
Yes, sir. Go
And that's
ahead.
why your book of Revelation said that there was a man on a black horse carrying some scales. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir. Go
The
ahead.
scales of what?
Justice.
Equal justice. A man with some scales that represent equal justice means star and crescent.
Come on.
Who picked that up?
Come on.
Yes, sir.
Equal justice means star and crescent.
Go ahead.
See, you got to be able to put the dots together.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
The Bible is talking about the star and the crescent in the book of Revelations. But it says a man with a horse on some scales while carrying some scales.
Yes, sir.
All right now. So our moon is in the first quarter, indicating it's a new world of Islam coming in.
Sir, go ahead.
Waxing.
Come
Go
on.
ahead, brother. But the old world of Islam put their moon in the last quarter, showing you that's an old world that's going out.
Waning.
Talk black to me. Just as you had a messenger of God to represent the old world that was going out, you need a messenger of God to represent that new world of Islam that's coming in. All praise is due to Islam. All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Go ahead.
Minister Kevin Ali is going to come up behind me and represent that messenger
Come on.
who was raised by God,
Teach.
who is the man that represents that angel called Michael. In the book, I forget what book it is. I believe it's Daniel, but I'm not positive.
Daniel or Isaiah.
Daniel or Isaiah. Y'all listening to me?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Now, when I say this messenger, Elijah Muhammad, represents that angel, I don't mean that the most honorable Elijah Muhammad is a representative of some mythical angel named Michael. I'm saying that when the book is talking about an angel called Michael, it's talking about Elijah.
Come on.
That's what I'm saying.
Come on.
Instead of it saying a black man from Georgia named Elijah, it covers it up.
Yes, sir.
It says an angel named Michael. But it's talking about a black man named Elijah.
Teach.
How do you know? Because in this great time of trouble that the Bible says this angel called Michael comes, we read about that same man in Malachi. Behold, before the great and dreadful day of the Lord,
Yes, sir.
who am I, God, going to send?
Elijah.
Elijah.
Yes, sir.
Talk black to me. What is Elijah going to do? He's going to turn the hearts of some fathers back to their children,
Yes, sir.
and the hearts of those children back to their fathers. Isn't that talking about a particular people?
Yes, sir.
Well, didn't the book Isaiah, Daniel, or who the hell ever say that there was going to be an angel who's going to stand for a particular people?
Come on.
Sound like Elijah to me.
Teach.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. In this great time of trouble, a time that the nations have never seen before,
Yes, sir.
you got a black man named Elijah standing for a people named niggas, Negroes,
Come on.
colored folk, jigaboos.
That's right.
Talk black to me, darkies.
Come on.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Minister Kevin Ali is going to come behind me with a message to that people. But that message is extended to the brown, the red, the yellow, and the white.
Come on.
What?
Yes.
All the nations of the world. Come on now. Teach.
The most honorable Elijah Muhammad is not just a messenger from God, but he's a warner from God. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
He's a warner to the nations. He has a message that's for the black man
Yes, sir.
in America, but he has a warning to the nation.
Right.
Yeah, teach.
Minister Kevin Ali is going to go into that warning. Talk black to me.
Yes, sir.
He's going to represent that messenger, who is the representative of God in this great time of trouble that the nations have never seen. You don't know how much trouble we're in.
We don't know.
Man.
We, the followers of Elijah Muhammad, do know how much trouble we're in. Most of us are not paying attention to the fact that Israel is ramping up activity at one of its nuclear weapons sites.
Come on.
About that.
That means these crazy genocidal maniac crackers are contemplating, and I shouldn't even say contemplating, they're planning
They're planning.
for a nuclear attack,
Yes, sir.
a nuclear strike. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
America is planning for a nuclear strike. She's moving weapons with nuclear warheads in Europe,
Yes, sir.
putting them into place to use them against Russia. America has detected Russia moving its nuclear arsenal, not the whole arsenal, but some of its nuclear arsenal in place to attack Europe and possibly even America. Anybody listening?
No.
While you're watching football, while you're watching power,
Yeah.
while you're watching basketball,
Right.
while you're watching America's Got Talent, while you're watching all the nigga idiot things that you like to watch,
Black Mafia family.
Black Mafia
Come on.
family, while you're watching TikTok and Instagram, the deadliest weapons of war, the most destructive weapons known to humankind are being moved into place
Whoa.
to be used against each other. That war called Armageddon. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But God has not left you without guidance. God has not left you without a way out of this. He raised a messenger up in the midst of you with a guidance for you to survive this particular war. So without further delay, I'm going to bring up our guest minister for the day, Brother Minister Kevin Ali from the city of Charlotte, North Carolina, to take you further into this message to the black man that is also carrying a warning to the brown, the red, the yellow, and even the white. Let us bring him forward at this time. Brother Minister Kevin Ali with a round of applause.
Right. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, sir.
In the holy name of Almighty God, Allah, the beneficent, the most merciful Savior, the finder, the life giver, to we, the sleeping, mentally dead, so-called American Negro, who came to us in the person of one Master Farad Muhammad, to whom praise is due forever. We forever thank Master Farad Muhammad for his coming to North America
Say that.
and for his finding of us, his lost sheep, and in particular, the finding of his last and surely his greatest messenger, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. I greet you once again in the greeting words of peace and of paradise in our nation of Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, sir.
Again, I want to thank our brother minister, Eric Muhammad, for allowing me this time to share with you for the next few minutes what we have learned of this great truth from the Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Come on.
I would like that gentleman who called himself Minister Eric Muhammad, who was standing here a second ago, to please return the real Minister Eric Muhammad up here. Because I don't know how he got done so quick. All praises. Please return the real Minister Eric Muhammad to this rostrum as soon as possible. Thank you.
Yes, sir. I said the same thing, boy.
And as I was sitting here, and as a follower of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, you are always learning. No matter,
Right.
I don't care how long you've been in,
That's right.
you are always learning something new.
Yeah.
So he reminded me, I knew it, but I hadn't thought about it in a while. He just reminded me that archangel, that seventh angel,
Right.
Michael, Michael,
Right.
is referring to the last and greatest messenger. You didn't know that. So I did what any smart Negro would do. I Googled it.
Okay.
Let's see, but now it ain't Google no more, Brother Javon.
It's AI.
It's Gemini AI. Artificial intelligence. All praises are due to Allah. Niggas say, we ain't got our own real intelligence. We gotta have AI.
Yeah.
Artificial intelligence.
Come on, bro. Break that up.
Well, let's see what this artificial intelligence designed to make us seem like we is intelligent
Right.
says about Michael.
Come on.
I almost fell out of my seat when I read this.
Wow.
Michael, or Archangel Michael,
Yes, sir.
is a prominent and revered figure in Judaism, Christianity,
Yes, sir.
and Islam. Known as a chief angel
Chief.
Whoa.
and a formidable spiritual warrior.
Go ahead.
Whoa, warrior.
Warrior. His name comes from the Hebrew, Mikael, meaning, y'all ready for this? Who is like God?
Whoa.
All praises are due to Allah.
Whoa.
What does Michael mean again in the Hebrew? Who is like God?
Elijah.
Come on. He was like God. Come on.
Second.
And we are taught that the name Elijah means God is with us.
Come on.
I just learned this shit right here.
Wow.
Now, could I, a dumb Negro, a dumb colored person, a dumb nigger from Orange, New Jersey, could I have figured that out on myself, by myself?
No, sir.
No, you need the Temple of
Come
Islam
on.
to teach and to train you, and me, and us. So Michael means who is like God. You will see who is like God.
Come on.
He will put one foot on land and the other foot on water.
Come on.
He will stretch forth his hand and say, the time that you and I have known
No more.
will be no more.
Elijah.
All praises are due to Allah. He will cut a shortage in gravity,
Go ahead.
meaning he will explode the atom of the atmosphere and ignite a fire that will stretch 12 miles high
12.
and will reach 1 mile deep under the ground. There was a movie out a few years ago, I think it was with Keanu Reeves, where it talked about the fire reaching under the ground.
Wow.
The Orthodox Muslims, the spook worshiping Muslims from the East, now who live in Chicago, Detroit, and every other major city in the West, where it's wintertime, they walking around with flip-flops and no socks when it's 0 degrees outside. Brother Sean, this is real.
Yes, sir.
They wear their pants
Yeah.
in a little bit of high water. You ever notice that?
Yes, sir.
You ever ask them why?
No, sir.
I did.
Deep.
They wear their pants a little bit in a high water. They say because so that the flames of hell won't nick up and catch their garment on fire.
Wow. Well, I did not know that. Wow.
You spook worshipers are so spooky
Wow.
that you think the hem of your bottom of your pants is going to escape the fire of hell so hot that it's hotter than the sun
Right.
because you wore it with a little bit of high water. How about them rusty, crusty, black, yellow toenails and that crust on your side of your foot look like you've been kicking flour? Will that escape the hot fire hell too?
Go ahead.
What about them plastic shoes y'all be scraping around in?
Crocs.
Now the white man's, no, this is before Crocs, bro.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, they was wearing it before Crocs.
Them old glasses.
Then the white man saw them plastic shoes y'all used to be scraping around in. Said, oh, I can use these for my niggas in the big house.
Yeah.
And then said, well, why are we giving it away to the niggas in the big house? We can sell this to the rest of the dumb niggas out here in the street.
Right.
So your plastic Crocs, because they all wearing them now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am not wearing no damn
I'm
Crocs.
trying to tell you, brother, security risk.
I am not putting my Negro feet in some darn plastic shoes.
Right. That's real.
And then your feet stink like high heaven in them plastic shoes. But you're going to escape the fire of hell because you done lifted up your pants a little bit. This is the crazy beliefs that they actually have, Brother Jamal.
Yes, sir.
I promise, I affirm by Almighty God Allah that I am not making this up. They told me this almost 45 years ago.
Wow.
I studied Orthodox Islam.
Sir.
It pales in comparison
To what we
have, the supreme wisdom that Almighty God Allah in the person of Master Farad Muhammad gave to his messenger.
Right.
So that's why today's subject is called Message to the Black, the Brown, the Red, the Yellow, and the White. Oh, y'all bunch of hypocrites. That ain't no message for them. That ain't no message for the white man. It's not.
Come on.
A message can be a warning. A message can be a heedance. A message can be a guidance. It can be all of those. The direct intended beneficiaries of the message. And the first ones for it to be revealed to was the black man, woman, and child here in the wilderness and hells of North America. We were chosen to receive the message first.
Right.
And we got the message first. What is the message? Succinctly, and that's a whole nother lecture in and of itself, but succinctly, the message that we received that no other people have received ever in over 76 trillion years of earth and universal history is the knowledge of God. The person of God. The person of Allah. The knowledge that the black man is God. Always has been, always will be. All praises are due to Allah. By the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. We received the message first. And one of our brothers believed the message first. And recognized the deliverer of the message as not a messenger, as not a prophet in the old sense of the word.
Come on.
As not an angel the way Orthodox Islam, Judaism, and Christianity describes an angel, but as the person, the reality of God in person. That he is a man and has visited North America. He accepted it. He, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Thank you, brother.
Yes, sir.
This is water.
Sir, yes, sir.
Y'all can't see this because it's in an opaque cup.
Go ahead.
But if it was in a clear cup, you could see. And then at least you would know, well, it ain't brown liquor.
Right.
You know, brown liquor is for sipping.
Right. White liquor.
Now, it could be clear liquor,
Right.
but you don't be sipping on clear liquor.
Nah, they don't.
Clear liquor for mixing.
Yeah.
Brown liquor for sipping.
Mississippi,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You
Yeah,
said
yeah.
brown.
Let me hear a little bit of this, be tinkling the cubes in the glass.
Go ahead, yeah.
Yeah, we just chopping it up here, you know what I mean? You're chopping it.
Yeah, click.
Did they score yet? Did the Bears score yet?
Right.
So the brother gave it to me in an opaque cup.
Right.
So y'all in the audience was wondering, I wonder what's in that cup. No, it's clear.
Clear, right. Eight.
Oh. What is wrong with y'all Muslims? Again, as we have told you many times, we love our religion.
Yes,
We revel in our religion.
right, brother.
We love the ability to share with you what God and His messenger have shared with us.
Come on, brother.
We have a good time doing it.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes we have too much of a good time.
Right.
But this is better than not doing it.
Right. Ain't it? That's for real.
And we know that you all don't have a lot of patience anymore. You all are hard-hearted,
Come on.
stiff-necked, rebellious. Let me stop saying you all. We all are hard-headed, stiff-necked, rebellious. We're a bunch of wild, untrained savages. So when you're dealing with a bunch of wild, untrained savages, what they say about the savage, what soothes the heart of the savage? Music soothes the heart of the wild beast.
Yep.
So we got to be a little lighthearted with you. To soothe your savage. It's not your nature. Well, the one on the end is your nature.
Right.
It's not our nature, but now we've adopted his nature
True.
as our own.
Right.
We're quick to argue.
Yes, sir.
We're quick to fight.
Shoot. Yeah.
We're quick to take the lives of one another. But we ain't quick to defend ourselves against those who would aggress us. So the direct intended beneficiary of this message, and that's why the book was written, or rather compiled and composed and bound and called Message to the Black Man. It was intended for you and I. We were the first to receive it.
Come on.
Were we the first to accept it? No.
Go ahead.
Wow.
We have not accepted this message. We haven't accepted it. What do I mean by we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of us accepting it ain't the black man accepting the message. The message was delivered. We got it. Oh. And within 6 months of the departure of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, we set it to the side.
Wow.
Was that a reception of the message? No. So therefore we have not received and implemented the message. Even though the message was intended for us. We are the direct intended beneficiaries of this great truth. But there are ancillary beneficiaries of this truth. How do I know? They have accepted it. Not in the way that you and I think. They're not going to put on bow ties. They're not going to eat bean pies. They're not going to put on an FOI uniform on the first Sunday of the month. But they heard of the great work being done by who? Michael, Michael, the archangel, Elijah in the wilderness of North America.
Go ahead.
And they came and they sat at the foot of the one your Bible says that the 4 and 20 elders would remove their crowns in reverence for, saying that they would be unworthy to even untie his shoelace.
Come on, come on.
He said, I'm not a scientist, but I can entertain them.
That's what he said. That's right.
And they came and learned of Elijah. From where? From the four corners of the earth.
That's real.
From black, brown, red, and yellow.
That's right.
All over the earth, they came to hear the little Lamb of God. To see if the cry was altogether that which they had heard. Every culture speaks of a people being raised in the last day before the great war that is to come. Let us go and see. Is this the one? They came from China. They came from Japan.
That's right.
They came from the Middle East.
All right.
They came from Africa, which is the Middle East.
Yeah.
Africa, Middle East, Africa. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
White man dug a canal in there, tricked all you niggas
Yep.
into thinking there's two different land masses. We are so dumb,
Right.
blind, deaf, and dumb, as the scriptures describe us. And they asked Elijah questions.
That's right. That's right.
They questioned him.
Daily.
And they wrote in their papers. Some of those papers that went out around the world, we still are not aware of them here in America.
International. Right.
Because the white man don't want us to know what the world thinks of Elijah. But we, the followers, we run into them. And whenever we say, are you Muslim? We don't just say we're Muslim.
Right.
We say, yes, we followers of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. We're members of the Nation of Islam in the wilderness of North America. And all we get is peace.
Yep.
Oh, alhamdulillah.
Yeah. Yep. You know, brother. You're right, brother Lewis.
So we are the direct intended beneficiaries. But the brown, the red, the yellow, and the white, and the black man around the rest of the world. What is the population of the original nation of the wilderness of North America and all over the planet Earth? Population of the original nation of the wilderness of North America is 17 million. With the 2 million Indians, makes it 19 million. All over the planet Earth are what?
4 billion.
400 million as of 1931 or so.
Yeah, there's more now. Yes, sir.
They are ancillary beneficiaries of the message.
Wow.
And they brought it to their people. Matter of fact, President Nasser of Egypt said, is that the right one, Nasser?
Yeah.
And I'm going to paraphrase this and I'm going to put it in your language so you can understand what I'm talking about. Elijah! Them people back with you, they don't appreciate you.
Right.
They're not going to listen to what you're saying.
Come on over here. That's right.
They don't want to believe what you're saying. They're dead. They don't love themselves. They will never accept this. They don't want it.
Teach it.
Come to Egypt, Elijah.
Build the palace. That's right.
Teach us this. You can have my house, Elijah.
That's real.
And if my house ain't good enough,
I'll build you.
I'll build you one to your specifications. Now, who the president of Egypt said you can have my house? What Trump said about the White House? He said, this is a dump. Didn't he say that when he took?
Yes, sir.
He took office with in the White House and said, this is a dump.
Out loud. That's right.
You know why it was a dump to him?
Black man built it.
That, and who was the last occupant of it before he took it? Or soon after? Obama. Because the nigga was living in it. This nigga did this. It's a dump now.
Right.
So a head of state, where the head of state lives for a country, is palatial. He offered that to Elijah. He said, no, my God didn't raise me to do that. He raised me to deliver this message to my people. Now, indirectly, did they benefit from this? The white man colonized this hemisphere in about 1555, 1500 to 1600, somewhere in there. We were brought on the first slave ship. There were slave ships before that. Nigga, that's not what I said. I didn't say the first slave ship. I said the slave ship who brought us. Who is us?
Come on.
The holy God tribe of Shabazz.
Go ahead.
The tribe that produced the new ruler every 25,000 years. That first slave ship that brought them came in 1555, called the Jesus of Lubeck. Were there slave ships before that? Yeah, we know that. You ain't talked to a bunch of dummies.
Come on, brother minister.
Oh, the first ship, slave ship that brought the holy tribe of Shabazz came here in 1555. So to hell with all you Africans who got a degree from the white man. And when I say Africans, I mean you fake African Negro scholars born here in America.
Come on. The Dr. Umar. Yeah.
We ain't even got enough time
Right.
to teach you the high science that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad gave. But the brown, the red, the yellow, and the white have had time to study it.
Come on.
He colonized this in the 1500s, the white man.
Come on.
And from 1500
To the present day.
up until, well, even before the present day, from 1500 to about, I'm rusty on this, Brother Javon, because it's been a while since I've been in school.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But until about the late 1800s, the mid-1800s, he was primarily an agrarian society.
Go ahead.
Wow.
He was scratching out a meager existence
For himself.
for himself and for a couple members of his family, and they were doing this as individual families.
Wow.
Scratching out from the sweat of their brow
Yeah.
a subsistence and existence from the earth. Well, what's wrong with that? I'm not saying nothing's wrong with it. I'm telling you what he was doing. He wasn't no ruler of the planet. He was ahead of where he was in the caves and hillsides. But he was no master. He was no ruler. He had not taken rulership of what we gave to him 6,000 years prior. Because as I've stated in the previous lecture, the whole time the wise, all-wise nation of Islam and the gods that run the nation of Islam have been giving him help. Wondering when in the hell is this devil going to stand up and occupy his space of rulership that we ceded to him. Not S-E-E-D-E-D. C-E-D-E-D. Ceded. We gave him this time to rule. We allowed him this time to rule. And it's almost 6,000 years is almost up, Brother Jerron. And in the late 1800s, he still ain't ruling. Even with slave labor. Who's the slave labor? Us. Helping him. Here to assist him. To be rich and powerful. And over almost 400 years after he got us, he still ain't ruling the planet. I want to put this white man in his right perspective. Because you think he will never go anywhere. And I'm telling you, he's barely here right now. All praises are due to Allah. By the Honorable Elijah. This is a message to the black, the brown, the red, the yellow, and the white. The white already know what I'm saying right now. You already know what I'm saying right now. It's you who does not. So here we are in the late 1800s. He is still primarily an agrarian society. But if you study the history from the late 1870s up until the 1880s, into the 1890s, and then into the 1900s, this is when you see the shift, Brother Javon,
Yes, sir.
from an agrarian society to what? An industrial society. Industry. Why is that important that it's industry and not agrarian? Agrarian needs to be a part or a pillar of your society. You must feed the populace in order for your populace to grow, to think, to have muscle, to have brain power, to lift your civilization out of the dust. Huh?
Teach.
So agrarian is a part of it.
Yeah.
But he was stuck
Anyway.
in an agrarian economy.
Wow.
And he couldn't get out of it.
Hunter-gatherer.
One of the brothers said he basically was just a hunter-gatherer.
Right.
Gathering for his own clans,
Right.
his own tribes, his own families. He was given this area called North America.
Right.
Really, we don't know what the hell the name of this country is that we live in. But this whole hemisphere is called America.
Yes, sir.
North and south. He found a whole people here. Who? The Red.
Go ahead.
Why are they called the Red? This is our long lost Asiatic brother, the so-called Red Indian, who came here 16,000 years ago across the Bering Straits from what we know as India.
Come on.
For the most part, they came from India because they were exiled to India 35,000 years prior.
Teach, Elijah, brother.
They came across the Bering Straits. They settled the northern hemisphere, the central hemisphere, and the southern central of this western hemisphere, what we call the Americas. This is why they are original people. They are now the Red Indian because of the mixing of races, which occurred due to their migration and the work of Yaqub on the Isle of Pilan or Patmos some 6,000 years ago. Stay with me now. I know it's hard for y'all to keep up with all this. Y'all barely graduated from high school. We barely graduated from high school.
Right.
He didn't come over here red. He came over here looking almost exactly like you and I.
Right.
With one difference. His hair was slick and straight.
Teach.
The same texture as his eyebrows.
Teach.
Same texture as a white man's hair almost. Except jet black. That's what the original Indian looked like.
Teach it, brother. Teach it.
These are original people. These are black people, our family, members of our nation by nature.
Come on.
Well, I don't see them wearing those bow ties and eating bean pies and with none of them uniform and oh my God, we are such an ignorant.
Yeah, we are, brother. Yes, sir.
They are members of our nation. I don't care if they got a bunch of feathers on, they're doing the
Rain dance.
they are members of our nation.
Right.
I don't care what they're doing.
Go ahead.
By nature, they are original people. They are black.
Go ahead.
Everyone that is in that title are members by nature of the black nation. Except for the last one.
Yeah.
Hey.
The white man. By nature, he's not a member. But back to the Red Indian. So in the course of intermixing with all these various colors that were sprouted and produced by, we're not gonna go to Yakub story today,
Right.
but suffice to say, 200 years, black, went into the caves and hillsides, black. 200 years, came out some brown, they migrated out across the planet. 200 years after that came some yellow, they migrated out the planet. Out the caves and hillsides and spread across the planet. 200 years after that, they was all white, completely different, and they spread out, started migrating all over the planet. They set their sights on Mecca first, where knowledge of the history of the original man was started when the planet was found. And the Indian in India, who was exiled 35,000 years ago from Mecca, he started intermixing with all these people. And then he became an exile of an exile in India. And he got pushed out of India.
Yeah, his own country.
Other ones of them got pushed out of Mecca and Africa, and they migrated across the barren streets and settled here. During all that migration, they intermixed with all them other colors that they were running into all that time.
Yeah.
I mean, you think they just, what do you think you think they got on Southwest Airlines
Come on.
in one day?
No sir.
You think they got on Spirit Airlines in one day? You think they got on the high-class nigger airline Frontier and flew over here in one day?
No.
You sit in my seat, man. I ain't sitting in your seat. Get out. That's my luggage over there. Get out of the way.
Get him. That's right, brother. Get over here.
They had no Frontier Airlines then.
Right.
They had no Spirit Airlines then.
Right.
With niggas fighting for seats.
Sick, brother.
Desk agents and gate agents hollering at you.
Right.
They had none of that. It took them hundreds of years to complete that migration. Completely. And they settled here in this continent. And guess what happened after that? After they got here? Nothing. That's why you see they built a few pyramids of almost of the exact nature and structure of the original pyramids in Egypt that we buried. Why? Because they had knowledge of it, of how to do it. Ain't nobody sending them no telegraph. They brought the knowledge with them to this hemisphere and built it here just like it's built over there.
Right.
And then recently we see that the white scientists, the white man who has believed and accepted the message but ain't told you publicly, said after hundreds of years, thousands, or hundreds of years telling us that the pyramids were built by Hebrew slaves enslaved by Pharaoh, white folks, white Jews. Now he says, no, well, yeah, it was built by a special hydraulics.
Hydraulics.
What did you say, Mr. White Man?
Hydraulics, yup.
It was built by a special hydraulics.
Where they get that?
Who else said that?
Right.
Who told the white man that the pyramids were built with a special hydraulics?
Message.
But he didn't directly tell the white man. He told us. And what did us do when he told us that?
None.
We laughed at Elijah.
Right.
Yep.
We scoffed at Elijah. How the hell this nigga know?
Right.
With a third grade education.
Right. Come on.
How the pyramids was built. My boss told me, the white man, that the Hebrew slaves built it. Where Elijah getting that from? Y'all Muslims crazy. Everybody know that it was built by Charlton Heston, who were getting whooped by Yul Brynner. Everybody know that.
Right.
Everybody know that the traitor Dathan, Edward G. Robinson.
Playing, right?
Yeah, see? We didn't even go back to Pharaoh, see? Yeah. What y'all niggas know about Edward G. Robinson?
Right.
Yeah, see?
Got all about him, brother. Yes, sir.
That's why Bugs Bunny, yeah, see?
Yeah. That's where you get it from. Yes, sir.
And then Bugs Bunny was torturing Edward G. Robinson in the cartoon so bad, he's like, please come get me. Save me from this crazy rabbit. That's us, that's the black man. Please, Allah, come save me from this crazy white man.
Oh.
Oh, great. The white man is nobody's fool, ladies and gentlemen.
He knows.
He's the devil. I didn't say he was a fool. Messenger never said he's a fool.
Right.
Okay. Built the pyramids with a special hydraulics. Elijah said it in the 1930s.
Come on.
The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said it in the 1930s.
Right. Way before time. Yep.
We just saw it a couple of weeks ago, and it came out real quick, and just because we're plugged in, we saw it.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody else saw that, brother.
Right.
He does it like that.
The village.
It's called, what do they call it? What do they call it in the media, brother Gerard? They call it a controlled news dump. They usually do stuff on a Friday. Why? Because niggas, they in high again on Friday. They like, yo, brother, give me another cup of this right here.
Yeah.
They be getting them cubes and that brown liquor be tinkling it on a Friday. So they put a news dump usually out on Fridays of significant news. That way nobody will hear it or pay any attention to it. If you do hear it, that brown liquor would have destroyed enough of your brain cells that by Monday, 72 hours later, you will have no idea what he said on Friday. Oh, he's a master at controlling you and I. So that when we were blessed to see that about the pyramids being produced by hydraulics, confirmed by the white man, we're not so happy that the white man told us this.
Right.
We already knew it. But we know you don't know it. And will not accept it unless the white man says it. And because you only accept it because the white man says it, your acceptance is not judged by the same standard that our acceptance is judged by. I know you don't believe that. You think because you believe it because the white man said it, that now you okay. Wrong. You should have accepted it from one of your own brothers and sisters.
That's right.
So you get a little bit of credit for accepting it now because you heard the devil say it. You don't get the same credit. So here we are back to the red man here in this hemisphere. With all that knowledge that he had, building, rebuilding pyramids, what the hell did he do here in this hemisphere? For 16,000 years. Did he produce a civilization? He produced some semblances of civilization, some. But did he conquer this entire hemisphere? He built a few pyramids that are here today. Quetzalcoatl, Yucatan Peninsula. There were even some here in what they call North America. A few pyramids. That's not a civilization. So in order to help, the messenger said, well, the white man came here. He took the land from our Asiatic brother. He wasn't doing nothing with it. What, dear holy apostle? He took the land from our Asiatic brother, the so-called Red Indian. He wasn't doing nothing with it. He who? The Red Indian. Wasn't doing nothing with the land.
Right.
So the white man was allowed to take it from him. Did he take it and give him fair exchange for it? No. He murdered him for it. Prior to the Red Indian being murdered, he was in the midst of millions of slaves and chattel who were being freed, who were escaping chattel, and they sought refuge oft times if they couldn't make it to the north. They sought refuge in the native tribes of our red brother, the so-called Red Indian. Oh, man. We look just like them. The only difference in our appearance and how you can tell the difference of the tribe of Shabazz who was brought here in chains and the Red Indian who came over here 16,000 years ago, they're both black. But you can tell the difference because the tribe of Shabazz is the only tribe, the only race, well, not really a race, but the only people on the planet whose hair texture does not match the eyebrow texture. That's how you know that they have blood of the tribe of Shabazz in them. And so many of those mix in with the Red Indian, who are original black people, and began adopting and being accepted amongst Indian culture. The white man saw this and began murdering those tribes. Why? To extinguish not the Red Indian, he had already got rid of him, but to extinguish the last light, so he thought, of God's divine presence deposited here to be excavated from the grave of ignorance upon the coming of God and the raising of his messenger. And the ancillary beneficiary of that resurrection would be the Caucasian white man who himself began wasting time, not making time, and not on time when time was about to be up in 1914. So wait a minute, Master Farad Muhammad came and revealed himself July 1930. Yes, he revealed himself to us. But he was in and out of the country for 20 years prior to that. Visiting, and prior to coming in and out of this country, he was a world traveler.
Right.
Touching all of these people all over the globe. Black, brown, red, yellow, and now white in America. Dropping seeds of divine wisdom in those people. Just as the holy scientists of Islam raised prophets and messengers to speak to those people, in particular the Caucasian race, in order to raise them up so that they could take rulership and leadership. But them prophets didn't have the juice that God in person had. So you will see the majority of the industrial and technological gains that were made by the Caucasian people were made in the late 1800s and early 1900s, and then his technological gain began to accelerate. When did the Wright brothers first fly? That was 1905?
Somewhere around here.
Somewhere early 1900s. When did Henry Ford make the Model T?
I think in the 1920, 1930.
Somewhere in the 1910, 1950.
Yeah.
All of these technological things, they began to increase.
In the 1900s.
Industrial thing began to increase in the late 1890s, early 1900s.
Yeah.
That coincides with the appearance of God amongst the people, even though they didn't know he was God.
Ooh.
So you raised a savage people who were scratching out in a meager existence still out of the ground, an agrarian society. And then in less than 100 years, these people were supposedly, I say supposedly because the messenger said he said they didn't land on the moon. Land means to build a civilization. Now, did he go to 250,000 miles that it takes from Earth to the moon? I think according to the message, he went there. But he never stepped on the moon because he was inside a contraption.
Right.
To land means to build a civilization, dummy. Not just,
Right.
I landed here on the carpet. I landed, I'm good, you know.
Right.
I landed. Ain't no civilization on that carpet.
Right.
He tried to leave what he thought was the remains of, or the symbol of a civilization out there. A flag.
Wow.
It's mine. All praise is due to Allah, but he didn't build nothing there.
Right. Right.
So therefore, he did not land there,
Go
even though he went there. I know this is too much for most of y'all.
Basically simple.
It's too much for most of y'all. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad had enough trouble civilizing us
Right.
to really teach us the high science of Islam. So that's why today we have a message to the black, brown, red, yellow, and white. We call you the original Asiatic black man, the maker, the owner, cream of the planet Earth, God of the universe. When we call you that, the first thing y'all niggas think of is a box of Crayola crayons. You think of a black crayon in a box of crayons. That's the color you think of. But black means so much more than just a color in a box of crayons.
Come on.
Black is that from which you originated. It's not a color. I know some of us are very dark all around the planet. I know, as Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad used to say, black is 157 million midnights. Blue black, purple black, black is the ace of spades. Black! But I ain't never seen anybody, and we've seen some very black people, be as black as a crayon
And the box.
out of Crayola
Come on, bro.
box.
Come on, bro.
Ain't nobody that black.
No,
It's
sir.
not talking about a color, brothers and sisters. It's talking about the existence that we were in the dark womb of space, before space and time, before even God existed. This is the essence out of which you emerged. Black. And since you don't want to take it from me or Minister Muhammad or the messenger of Allah or one of his ministers, let's see what the white man says about it.
Simple.
Bear with me 1 second to pull this up.
Sure.
What do scientists call the black of space? Scientists don't have a single formal term for the blackness of space.
Wow.
It is not substantial, but rather the absence of visible light.
Oh.
What we perceive as black is a result of several factors. The blackness of space is primarily due to the near vacuum conditions between stars and planets, which lack sufficient matter. What does it lack, brothers?
Sufficient matter.
It lacks sufficient matter. See, I done already lost half the audience right now. You don't know what matter is.
Right.
You don't matter. You have no idea what we're talking about now. But scientists out there listening to me right now do. Because they listened to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. It's a near vacuum which lacks sufficient matter to scatter sunlight into our eyes.
Wow.
Unlike Earth's atmosphere.
Wow. Okay. Yes, sir.
There's got to be molecules,
Yes, sir.
air,
Yes, sir.
carbon dioxide, nitrogen, hydrogen, that scatters the light.
Yes, sir.
Then you can see the light.
Wow.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, teach.
Teach, man. Basic. Teach it.
The vast emptiness of space means there is no air or other matter to scatter or reflect light in most directions.
Teach, man.
The other thing that causes black, I put that in quotes,
Right.
because we ain't talking about a crayon color.
Right.
The other thing that creates black in space is called the Olbers paradox. I done lost the other half of the audience now. We trying to teach you something that we are extremely, these teachings are beautifully intelligent.
Go ahead.
But you're so dumb, the messenger didn't have time to go into all of this with you.
That's real.
Olbers paradox. If the universe were infinite and static, the night sky would be completely bright because our line of sight would eventually hit a star in every direction. This contradiction,
Yes, sir.
seemingly, is known as the Olbers paradox. The primary resolution to this paradox is that the universe is not infinitely old.
Wow.
What did the Honorable Elijah Muhammad say about the age of the universe? During the Theology of Time, he said that it's about 72 trillion years old. But then he put a caveat in there. He said it could be as old as 76 to 78 trillion years old.
Right. No
Why did he say that?
No record on it.
Because we don't know exactly when
Right.
it happened, because there was no one there to record, not only no one there to record activities and times and dates, there was no thing there to measure time by. There was no gold Rolex watch.
Go ahead.
There was no Apple Watch.
Right.
Come on.
There was no Samsung Galaxy smartwatch.
Right.
There was no military grade tactical watch. There was no cuckoo clock
Right.
ringing on the hour. There was no grandfather clock
Go ahead. Yes, sir.
dinging on the hour.
Teach.
There was no clock in the church steeple.
Right.
Teach.
Ding dong dong ding, hear the chimes ring,
Come on.
sounding the hour. Ding. You don't know nothing about that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because churches don't sound the chime bells anymore. Why? Because every nigga got a watch now.
Yeah. We stopped. That's right.
They stopped that.
Yep. We
Brother Javon got it. Up north, you heard the church chimes every hour.
Yep.
Then you like, oh man, I gotta go. I gotta get home, man.
Yeah, exactly. What you had to do.
I gotta get home.
Yep.
That means it's 6 o'clock because the street lights is flickering on.
Yep.
And the chime ring. I gotta get home, y'all.
Yeah.
My mama will whoop me if I don't get
For
home.
real.
She making dinner now.
Yep.
And then we ran home for dinner.
Yes, sir.
Now everybody driving around in the car getting food in a bag. At least our parents, we sat down as a family,
Wow, yeah, that's right. And you know,
summarized the day.
yep,
Father at the head, mother at the other
To the
side.
table, that's right.
Turn over here.
yep,
And you was just in reach, you better not say nothing smart at the table. Whack!
right.
Get a backhand.
That's right. You
How's everybody's day?
yeah.
You
Yep.
better eat all your food.
Come on.
Boy, we're getting nothing else, right? What?
That same plate will be waiting for you the next day.
Yep, leftovers. Yep, I remember them days, buddy.
May I be excused from the table?
Right, wasn't getting up, that's right.
You get up off the table without saying that, nigga, where are you going?
I'm for real.
Where the hell you going?
This
Teach on it.
May I be excused from the table?
Come on.
real.
Did you eat all your vegetables?
Come on. Teach on it.
Or did you drop them on the floor, scrape them on the floor for the dog to eat? Dog over there, he loved, he'd be right under the table there. We scrape all them asparagus, that broccoli,
Collard yeah.
the Brussels sprouts that I hated back then.
Man, what?
All that got scraped down in the fire though.
I'm trying to
Clean,
yeah, man.
spike,
Real
rough.
quick. King, real quick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Did you eat all your vegetables?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
sir.
I did, yup. Dog sitting there looking at, yup. You sure did.
Get upstairs and do your homework, boy.
Right.
Get upstairs and do your homework, girl. What y'all know about any of this?
Nah, yeah, man, look, word.
We are so far, brothers, from that generation. I'm not talking about Muslims. That's how we used to be as Christians.
Right.
As lost found Negroes in the
Yeah.
street. We had some semblance of family.
We did.
Why? Because the nation of
I
Islam
was on the scene.
was on the scene and holding
Right.
it together. All praises are due
Right.
to Allah. By the honorable Elijah, my mother, my grandmothers, they didn't leave the house unless their head was covered.
Come on, bro. Scarf.
They wasn't no Muslims either.
Right. That's right, bro. Scarf, they used to wrap it up. Yep.
For those of us who did travel, I remember we went to Disney World one time with the church. We didn't even travel unless we dressed up.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The white man didn't even travel
Until he's put on the suit.
unless he
yeah.
dressed up. He traveled in a suit and tie.
Yup.
His woman traveled in a business suit
Yeah.
with closed shoes.
Yeah.
Now,
Everybody asks.
oh my God, 5 miles from here or less
Man, what?
at Hartsfield Atlanta Airport.
Man, what?
What is this? Is a stripper convention in
I'm trying
town?
to tell you, brother. It's, bruh, you ain't lying.
Is there some kind of, is there a lingerie show out what?
I told
Who
him.
all these people scraping around the airport
Yes, sir.
in them big penthouse shoes? With a bonnet on.
Man, what?
And then you wearing pajamas. Literal pajamas. Literally wearing what looks like a negligee in the damn airport. You literally have on, for lack of a better word, I'm gonna call them pants, but they not pants. They're these skin tight. It looked like a stocking. They call it yoga pants. And they be so tight that we see the imprint of everything. We see it all. But what you looking at it for? It's all out. You got it all out in the public. That's how we travel today. But there was a time they wouldn't even allow you in the airport dressed like that.
That's right.
Let alone allow you to go on a plane.
Teach.
There was a time where we used to get on the plane and just walk out the gate, walk in the airport, check our luggage, walk down the hallway, walk out the door, and walk up the step, outside, walk up the step and get on the plane. We didn't go, there was no metal detector.
Oh yeah, yes sir. Right.
There was no search.
Right.
There was nothing. And you could accompany your family
Yes sir.
all the way to the gate
Hey, yes sir.
and wish them well on their trip. Today, you got to have a ticket. Not just to get on the plane, you got to have a ticket even to get down to that hallway where this is the world we're living in now.
Paying security. Yes,
Because there was no security. There might have been 1 or 2 cops on duty at Newark International Airport, at JFK Airport, or at LaGuardia Airport. A few cops on duty there.
teach.
I'm talking, this is way before y'all's time. I'm talking about in the 70s. I'm talking about in the 80s. But the white man recognized we at the crossroads now of this war. And We are under attack.
Teach.
And we have got to now develop certain security protocols to ensure they don't give a damn about our safety.
That's right.
They're worried about their safety.
That's right.
We got to check them thoroughly now. And 2001 9/11 super enhanced that situational awareness that they leveled up. What they call that? What they call those different threat levels for the nuclear?
DEFCON.
Yeah, they raised the DEFCON level
Yes, sir.
way above what it used to be. Why? Because God is present.
Go ahead.
Because the nations of the earth have recognized his presence in the fact that one of our brothers was raised from the condition of mental and spiritual death.
Go ahead.
And they know that only God could have done this.
That's right.
So he must be present. And they further know that that name Elijah means what? Who is like God. See, that name Michael means who is like God. And that name Elijah means God is with us. They said, uh-oh. We got to be a lot more secure. We've got to be a lot more protective, not of our people, not of all these people in America. America is the first country in history. See, this message to the black, brown, red, yellow, and white, do you realize that America is the first country in history to have all 5 of those people gathered together in one jurisdiction, in one country? Do you realize that?
Go ahead.
America is the first heterogeneous nation on earth. I know it's hard for you who have been born in the last 40 to 50 years to understand that. But prior to this experiment of America, you can't name another country that had black, brown, red, yellow, and white people living together in one country. Heterogeneous means many. Homogeneous means the same.
Go ahead.
You know, like homosexual.
Right.
The same sex having relations with one another. Homogeneous, that's the majority of nations around the earth.
Same genes.
Homogeneous nations.
Yes, sir.
As the brother said, the same genes, the same structure, the same ethnicity. India, homogeneous. China, homogeneous. Japan, homogeneous. Vietnam, homogeneous. Laos, Cambodia, Indonesia, Sumatra, homogeneous. Nigeria, South Africa, homogeneous until the infiltration of the Dutch. Now, but they only had black and white.
Go ahead. Teach.
Well, England had all 4, has all 4. Yeah, now they do. This happened after America. England 100 years ago, they didn't have no black people over there in England. None. They didn't have no Indian people well, they had a few Indian stool pigeons.
Come on. Teach.
Training them how to go back to India and mistreat their people.
Come on.
In the absence of the white man mistreating the people. And then the people would say, oh, it's these damn Indians mistreating us worse than the white man. No, the white man taught them how to be that way.
Teach.
So now all the nations of the earth are gathered here in America. And when I say America, I don't mean North America, which this whole thing is North America and South America, this hemisphere. I'm talking about this country that we don't know the name of. What you mean we don't know the name of it? Isn't the name of this country America? No, I just told you. There's North America, South America, and Central America. All of this is the Americas. What's the name of this country where Texas, California, Washington, Florida, New York, and Kansas and Nebraska in the middle? What's the name of this nation? America. No, it's not.
Right.
Right. Listen.
Right.
How can it be when all this is America? What's the name of this nation? This nation is called many things symbolically in both the Holy Bible and the Holy Quran. Most significantly, it's called Mystery Babylon.
Right. Right.
It's called Egypt.
Come on.
It's called Sodom and Gomorrah.
Go ahead.
It's called every evil and wicked nation of the scriptures that you can think of. That's the symbolic name of this country. I know you don't want to believe it. I don't care. You are getting the message. And all we're doing is repeating what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad has left for us. Whether you accept it or not, it makes us no difference. It helps us, it does not help us one way or the other, whether you accept it or not. It is our duty to give you the opportunity as long as we can to accept it. Whether you accept it or not, our job is complete. We are confident that we have done our duty to you and to Allah through His messenger by giving you the opportunity. How long has it been since 1975?
50.
Almost 50 years? 50 years. 50 years after the departure of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, you have been given grace and still opportunity to accept this. And if you do accept it, lucky are you. We don't care about you joining our bow tie and bean pie club. Are most of you going to accept this? We pray to Allah that you do. But we know most of you won't. Makes us no difference. Either way, you will be qualified for judgment. On that day, you will be asked, have you been given the opportunity to accept it? And you, like the nigga that you are, will lie and say, oh, I didn't know.
Right. Right.
I didn't know. I didn't know nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? No, I ain't know that. Oh, you didn't know. But those of you who don't know, you sure tell us what we supposed to be doing as Muslims. Well, if you know so much, how come your temple ain't full? You know enough to say that.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
But you don't know nothing about being given the message. It's because you're a liar. And on that day, your mockery will be repaid to you. You are members of our nation by nature. Even though whether you claim registry with your nation or not, by nature, you're a member of this. You can't escape it no matter what happens, because your Bible and the Holy Quran teaches that every nation must return to its own.
That's right.
Wait a minute, every nation must return to its own. Yeah, there are 5 nations trapped here in America.
Wow.
You think that this flag represents a nation that you're a member of. Really, you know, I said there's 5, black, brown, red, and yellow, 4, and the 5th being the white nation, 5 nations trapped here. Really, there's only 2 nations trapped here. The black, brown, red, and yellow by nature are members of the black nation.
Right.
The white man is not by nature a member of that nation. So there's really only 2 nations trapped here. But for the sake of this lecture, we're going to call it 5. You are trapped here. But you will be forced to return to your own.
Go ahead.
Well, what you talking about? Well, let's see what the Bible says about this. In Isaiah chapter 13, it says, like wandering gazelles and like sheep without a shepherd, each one will turn to his own people. Each one will flee to his own land. What? What does Isaiah the prophet say? Each one will return to his own people. Each one will flee to their own land. Who is their own people? And where is their land? Black men brought over here and changed. Who is your own people? And where is your own land? Red men wandered here 16,000 years ago. Who is your own people? And where is your own land? Brown men migrated out 35,000 years ago from Mecca to the far, far east. Who is your own people? And where is your own land? And yellow man migrating out. Well, really, the brown man migrated out of Europe, the Europe experience, about 6,000 years ago after 200 years of grafting. Yellow man, after another 200 years of grafting for a total of 400, then wandered out of Europe. Who is your own people? And where is your own land? And then after another year, 200 years of Yaqub's experiment, not experiment, but his scientific plan, the white man emerged from Europe, and he started wandering and spreading out. First attacking Mecca, the root of civilization. White men, where is your own people? And who is your own people? And where is your own land? It ain't here in America. This ain't yours. Well, we can go to South Africa. Wrong, that's not yours. We can go to Australia. No, that ain't yours. We're in New Zealand. No, wrong. That ain't yours. Mr. Black Muslim, are you saying, let's see, Europe? That's ours, right? Yeah, that's it, that's ours. And that ain't even yours.
Come on,
None of this earth belongs to you. Oh, where are we going to go?
off the planet.
The War of Armageddon, which asks which one will survive,
Yes, sir.
Christianity or Islam. One of these two is going to survive, and the other one is going to be erased from the planet. I hate to put it to you that way. Well, no, I don't hate to put it to you that way. But colloquially speaking, I hate to put it to you that way. You are aligned for destruction.
That's right.
You are aligned for elimination. I reference back, because us Muslims, we like watching all kind of movies. I'm going to stop lying. I like watching movies. What? You're not supposed to do that. See what I mean? You know everything we ain't supposed to be doing, but you ain't doing it. In the great movie Blade Runner, the whitest of white men, Rutger Hauer, he was so white he was damn near clear.
Yes, sir.
And his hair was so white it was like it was silver.
Yes, sir.
His eyes were so blue it was like, oh my God, he had them baby blue eyes. He went and sought out his maker in the movie. You know what they call that movie today, brother? They call it a classic.
Right. Yes, sir.
They call it a masterpiece.
Come on.
He was called in the movie a replicant. He's a replicant, that means he's a replica. A replica of what? A real human.
Come on.
A real man. He was an artificial man.
See? Go ahead.
Yet living and breathing in this movie. He sought out his maker. Who was what? A scientist. Because he was breaking down He was losing strength, losing health. His skin was deteriorating. The last of his kind were being hunted down by the Blade Runner, being exterminated and eliminated from the face of this futuristic earth.
Woo! Go ahead.
Harrison Ford was on his tail. While he was running from him, he made a sidestep to find his maker. He wanted to know from his maker, why did you make me? What was my purpose? I'm falling apart now, I'm deteriorating. Is there anything you can do to stop my deterioration? Can you stop my demise? What about the gene sequence? Can you do that? What about this chemical? Can you inject me with that? What about this? What about that? The scientist was running back to him. Why? We tried that, we did this, we tried that, we did this, we tried that, we did that. And the scientist reached out to his creation. And then in the ironic but not so unexpected twist of the freaky white man, Rutger Hauer, the replicant, reached out to his maker, a man, the white man, and he kissed him. They gotta add they all, in the midst of giving you some truth, they always gotta add their garbage in on it. But they heard the message, so they give it to you in symbolic form, so that they can say, I tried to tell them dumb Negroes what was happening, but they were so dumb that they didn't see it. And the maker of this superior white replicant said that the flame that burns half as long burns twice as bright. Meaning that your time in the sun is up. But oh my God, what a time you had. But you wasted nearly 6,000 years of your time. This is me adding into what they didn't say. And now that time nearly up.
Yes, sir.
There's nothing you can do. Oh, but they're gonna try. They're gonna try every trick in the book.
That's right.
If they can't extend their time here, they will use every trick in the book to end your time. Which is why they proudly boast that we can blow this earth up 1,000 times over with the nuclear arsenal that we have. Because they know that they won't live past 1,000 years from now. Even if they could, because their time is up, they're at a negative birth rate.
Yes, sir. That's right.
Meaning more of them are dying than being born.
That's right. Yes, sir.
So they will try to enter in through the womb of our woman. They'll try to sneak in that way. They'll try to impregnate you, your mind, with as much of their garbage as possible to make you unfit for the next world, let alone the end of this one. You're not even fit for this filthy world, living like we're living.
Go ahead. Teach.
All praises are due to Allah for the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. So that's why we got a message for the black, brown, red, yellow, and white. Every people on the earth, except the black man in America, have heard the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. the black man of Africa,
Go ahead.
the black man of Asia, of Australia, of New Zealand, the black man of the deserts of Arabia, the black man of Africa, the brown man, the red man, the yellow man, the white man, they all heard Elijah.
That's right.
And they went to building civilizations based on the word that they heard from him. And now the worst of all those people have gathered here with us, the poor, pitiful slave, one slave of the white man, here in America.
Go ahead.
But now they must be driven out
Yes, sir.
and returned to their own kind. Where are you and I going to go? What nation are we going to? I'm going to return with America. No, you can't go with America because you ain't an American.
Teach. Teach. They're trying to tell
You know, I was down here this weekend because, well, for two reasons. I'm not ashamed to tell you, we ain't perfect. We trying to survive this thing our very selves.
Yes, sir.
To the best of our ability. My daughter, your son, your children, they are trapped in the orbit of this devil. I don't care how holy a Muslim you are. The white man got our children.
That's right. Teach.
Yours and mine.
Teach. Teach. Yes, sir.
He got him. He's at him 24 hours a day now. They hardly get any sleep. He's got their minds locked into this 24 hours a day. At least he shut down with us at 11:30
Right.
after Warner Wolf did the sports
Yes, sir.
at 11:30 on CBS. And the New York Knicks lost again. Damn. Giants lost again. Damn. Jets lost again. Damn. They always lose. And then came on the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. And then there was never no black comedians on there.
Right.
Never no black musicians on there. And then the show went off. And then, boo, da, 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 da. Y'all know nothing about this. Da, 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 da. And the flag be waving. Da, da, da. And the national anthem played. And then at the end of the national anthem, boo, and then they had that test screen there
That's it.
with who in the middle of the screen? A red Indian.
Go ahead.
And then the channel was off, brother,
Yes, sir.
until 6 o'clock the next morning.
Yes, sir.
And then at least we could get a rest
And come on.
from his constant onslaught of what? Programs. Programming from the television.
Come on.
Now it's 24 hours, and we had, and even in New York, we had channel 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11, and 13. That's it. And you might not even have that if you didn't fix the rabbit ears right with, with the tinfoil on the end of it. Y'all don't know nothing about this. All we know now is plugging in some cable TV or setting up a satellite dish, and now you got 24 hours a day of hundreds of channels full of programming that go 24 hours a day, 7 days a week without stop.
Some on thousands now.
Then it's supplemented with the phone. And you look at our children, brother, it's like they're hooked.
Yes, sir.
It's like they're on crack.
Yes, sir.
Jimmy, Peanut, T-Bone, T-Bone. Boy, I know you hear me. Huh? What? They are locked in. Who has them? The devil. Okay, so I said all that to say we were down here because my daughter's in the high school marching band, football. We came down here to Loganville and played Grayson High School. They mollywopped us too.
That's one of the best ones. Top football schools.
I know. It's like a mini college team. The year before that, we got mud stomped by Buford.
Yes, sir.
They built a $75 million stadium.
Yes, sir.
Where the hell does a public high school get $75 million for a football stadium? And the black man is still blind, deaf, dumb, barely graduated, but you got $75 million for a public high school's football stadium.
Yes, sir.
That's where we're living.
Yes, sir.
See,
But my daughter's in the band, so we might have lost the game, y'all, but we sure won the band battle. Oh, you had your daughter dancing and shaking in a band? Yes. What would you at? You want me to lock her up in the room, huh? See, if your leader and his real teacher, Wallace D. Mohammed, see, that's all I've been talking about, brother minister, since I started coming up here, is they minister. That's all I've been talking about. But if your minister and his real teacher, Wallace D. Mohammed, hadn't destroyed our nation, I would have somewhere to send my daughter. Instead of learning dancing and gyrating and shaking and twerking, she could be learning drill with the rest of her classmates. Some of you Muslims have tried to drill your children like that by themselves. They can't be Muslims by themselves.
Come on.
Even though we're their parents. They not gonna listen to us. We don't never know what they really believe until they're out of our sphere. They're not gonna listen to us. They've got to have peers that support what they're in, that are in what they're in, that normalize it for their infant-like minds. But you're going to take one child, drill in your basement for the next 18 years and think you're going to have a holy, righteous Muslim after that. Good luck with that. Why am I saying this? Am I making excuses? I'm doing the best I can to raise a child in the midst of hell. We are doing the best we can to raise our children, to raise you in the midst of hell. The onslaught, the war has ratcheted up against us. This TV, this radio, this cell phone, this didn't come out of nowhere. It came out of the mind of men to use as a tool to prevent the rise of the black nation. I know you don't believe that. Yeah, brother, so we came down here to get mollywopped, mud stomped by Grayson High School in Loganville, Georgia. So on the way to, after we got mud stomped and mollywopped, the next day, my wife and daughter, they wanted something to eat. So we're up in Loganville, and so I Googled a couple of places, and I came across this real interesting looking place from the Google pictures and the Google reviews. It's called Grayson's Sweet Home Cafe in Loganville. It looked very nice. I mean, it had older decor, looked very small, intimate. They said they had outdoor, indoor seating, and it was 4 miles from where we were staying. Bet, let's go. So I go there and I see a gentleman there with a swarthy complexion, and we make our order. And then I noticed that the people preparing the food right there was three young sisters. They all had their head wrapped.
Yes, sir.
They all had scarves on. So I said, Muslima? And he said, huh? And I said, are you Muslim? He said, oh yes. So I said, Assalamu alaikum. He said, wa alaikum salam. I said, oh, great, good to meet you, brother. He said, you're Muslim? I said, yes, sir. I said, Ali. I said, oh. He said, oh, how do you know? Praise be to Allah. Wow. You and your wife? Yeah. I said, yes, yeah, we're down here for the Grayson High School football game. He said, oh, I'm a big sponsor of Grayson High School. He said, you've got to come back to get the, I'll make a great shawarma for you. We got falafel, we got this, we got that. He was showing us the menu. You've got to, I said, well, I'm down here for my sister's wedding. What time do you close tomorrow? He said, well, we close at 9 o'clock. I said, I don't know if we're going to be able to make it because they got to be doing the fan dance until 9, 10 o'clock. I didn't say that to him, but he said, well, you definitely have to come back on Sunday. I said, praise be to Allah. I said, where are you from, brother? He said he's from Jordan. I said, how long have you been in this location? He said, oh, about 7 years. Come to find out today that the people who work there, those were not, I thought it was his family. Those are other Muslims from the area up there. So if you're ever up there in Loganville, Grayson's Sweet Home Cafe. Muslim brother there. He was just so, I was like, you know, and when we went in there Saturday morning, we was incognito. I think because we hadn't changed it to our wedding clothes yet. What did I wear to do? I wore Class A. It was right on my webpage right now. And he said, well, you've got to come back. I said, well, we'll try to come back. I said, if we might not be able to make it tonight. We'll definitely make it back tomorrow, today. So he just greeted us. He was just so excited that we were Muslim. We were, exchanging greetings and everything. We exchanged numbers. Why? The Savior is a world traveler. Come on. Master Farad Muhammad is a world traveler. He's made a way for us. He's paved the way for us on every nation of the earth. There are friends waiting to receive us, followers of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Where all praises are due to Allah. By the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, where the hell are you niggas gonna go? Come on. Can you talk to a man from Jordan like that? And will he open himself up to you like that? Hell no, because ain't no niggeration gonna be allowed in Jordan. They're not gonna allow no with them fans and they ain't gonna allow no boots on the ground in Jordan. They ain't gonna allow no twerking in Jordan. They ain't gonna allow no yellow wigs, purple wigs, blonde wigs, pink wigs in Jordan. They're not gonna allow no blouses cut all the way down to your navel with both your breasts hanging out, swinging out, falling out. They're not allowing that amongst the civilized nations of the earth. Even a white man at one time wouldn't have his woman looking uncivilized like that. He would have her covered up. She would wear a business suit, a business dress of civilization. Because you judge a man not by how he looks, you judge a man by how his woman looks. And if she's an uncivilized savage, that tells the nations that he an uncivilized savage too. Being that world traveler, the messenger said he spoke 16 languages and wrote 10 of them. Or is it spoke 10 languages and wrote 16 of them? I can't remember which. You and I thought that meant Spanish, French, German, Spanish, Latin, French, Italian. Are those really different languages? Some would say that those are all, that Spanish, French, and Italian and Latin are one language. Messenger Elijah Muhammad said the Savior spoke the language of the birds. And the messenger said, I wonder when he will teach me that language. That's how dumb we are. Birds speak a language. And the Savior, Messenger Muhammad teaches us, spoke that language. He spoke 16 and wrote 10 of them. A couple of weeks ago, my wife and I went to one of the exclusive malls in Charlotte called the South Park Mall. And we want to do this as civilized people at times. We want to go with our spouse, and we want to go to the finest that the devil has. The finest establishment. We were taught in our FOI and MGT classes, we were taught proper etiquette. We were taught how to formally dined with heads of state. Why? Because we are a nation. Not just a nation, but a nation that would eventually lead other nations. I know you're laughing. The same way people laughed at the Caucasian Americans. They're going to become a nation that will lead other nations? Oh, ain't no way that's going to happen. And look at them today. The Caucasian Americans are the best sign of what's going to happen to you and I once they are removed from their present state and you can rise to your own nature. So we were at the South Park Mall. We saw a gentleman and his 2 children and his wife, and she was pregnant. And my wife and I started speaking with them. He had an accent, so I asked him where he was from. He said he was from Burkina Faso. His name was Guy. I know 99% of you niggas have never heard of Burkina Faso. How I know that? Because barely a year or 2 ago, I had never heard of Burkina Faso, and I consider myself very well educated outside of the white man, and I had never heard of Burkina Faso. I said, oh, brother, Burkina Faso? I said, oh, praise be to Allah. That's my man, Captain Traore. That's my man right there. He said, oh, yes. He's a great man. I said, yes, he is. I said, if you ever tell our brother we support him 100% in his fight. I said, we here amongst the Muslims of America, the followers of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, we support Captain Traore. I said, he's my man. And in South Africa, Julius Malema, that's another man. And then his wife really got happy. She said, you know Julius Malema? You know of him? I said, I don't know him, but I know of him. Yes, I follow the economic freedom fighters. He said, no return of the land without no compensation. None. I support him. I said, the followers of the messenger support our brothers in Africa and the Middle East and their fight. We're here with you.
Come on.
How many of you niggas could have talked to somebody from Burkina Faso like that?
Come on.
But the Savior has made friendships for us all over the earth. We got places that we can go. The hell you gonna go? Because the white man has nothing by nature on earth.
Come on.
But where are we going to send him? We're going to send him once again to the worst part of the earth, Europe. As a reward, if he do good, as a reward for accepting and believing in Islam, he will be allowed to return with his own, not to his origin, or excuse me, not to his land that he owns, but to his origin in the caves and hillsides of Europe. Not too far from the Isle of Pilan or Patmos, where he was grafted, which was not his origin, but really his making. Because of his belief in Islam,
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
he will be allowed to peacefully live out his time again amongst themselves, separated off from the other civilized nations of the earth, never to mix with them again. Once again, a flaming sword will be placed at the east gate to ensure he stay up there. And then the messenger said, they will live out their time, their remaining time, which will be only about 1,000 years or so. That is the hereafter planned for those Caucasians who do accept and believe in Islam. So we have a place to go.
Come on.
This thing is about to pop off any minute. It is like a powder keg, ready to explode. Can't you see it? Don't you hear it? Do you really think, I want to have a real conversation with you. Do you really think that voting will stop what is on our doorstep? Do you, in your heart of hearts, do you really think that voting can stop the fiery pit of hell from exploding in America? Do you really believe that? I was listening to Bill Maher a couple weeks ago, and he had what was his name on there? He had George Will on there, very well-known conservative, who, by the way, does not agree with the current direction of conservative politics in America. But he said that in his discussion with Bill Maher, George Will said, he quoted Thomas Jefferson. And he said that Jefferson said, "We will not always have an enlightened statesman in the presidency." What did you say, Mr. George Will? George Will is a pretty smart white man. He writes for many different newspapers. I think the Atlantic, I think the New York Times. I mean, he is just a respected conservative. I mean, an old-fashioned conservative. And he quoted Thomas Jefferson, said that we will not always have an enlightened man in the presidency. So what is that man really saying? Who are the men of enlightenment who would occupy the presidency? Long story short, these are the high Masons and mainly Muslim or Muslim Shriners.
Right.
These are men who are enlightened. They have some of the spark, or have studied some of the spark that help you and I emerge out of that crayon box of black, the way you think of it. We fought out of that darkness. And since there was no light there, the original black man, the first one in the sun, was the sun. And he created the light of himself in the universe, destroying the darkness of the universe. Now the George Will come along 72 trillion or 78 trillion years later and says, we're not going to always have an enlightened man. Well, we've never had a black man in that office. Never. President Obama, he ain't an original black man. He definitely not one of the tribe of Shabazz that was brought here in chains. Tribe of Shabazz is the God tribe that always produces the leader, the ruler, the God of the present civilization. The current president, Donald Trump, what he's saying is Donald Trump is not an enlightened man.
Right.
He has not studied nothing about no Islam.
Right.
He is raw, unpolished, uncut. And he surrounded himself with unpolished, uncut people.
Yes, sir.
So I'm listening, and then they had Melania on the news this morning with Vince McMahon's wife, Linda McMahon. And Melania, she's reading from a script. And the AI, the artificial intelligence, will be a great, and they're just reading this thing. And I'm like, man, they sound dumb. And that's because she has an accent. She just really, literally sounded dumb.
Yes, sir.
And then Linda McMahon comes on there and says, I have been an early adapter of artificial intelligence. Huh? An early adapter?
Come on.
Don't you mean early adopter?
Right.
Adopter means you've accepted and started using it. Adapter means you've been tweaking and changing it.
Oh,
The brother shared with me when I said that, and he said, well, maybe that's what she really meant.
teach,
She's been tweaking and changing it.
teach.
We shall see. But again, these are the offshoots and the progeny of somebody who is not an enlightened man. And now he don't care what comes out of his mouth. He stands before the world and says, these people are natural born criminals. Is that what he said?
Yes, sir. Teach.
Is he the only one who thinks that? No, he's not the only one who thinks that. The only reason he said that is because he's not enlightened. He don't know how to say it in a way that won't offend you and I and the rest of the world.
Come on.
So he just say it out loud. They're natural born criminals. And now everybody getting up, oh my God, I can't believe that he said that. We have to vote him out. No. Allah is just allowing you to see
Teach.
what is really on their minds when they have not been given the cover of righteousness, which Islam in secret allows them to have.
Wow.
When they study 35 to 50 years how to do and act like the original man, Donald Trump ain't studied nothing.
That's right. Teach.
And he ain't trying to act like no civilized man. Therefore, he calls you natural-born killers, natural-born criminals. We're going to get rid of all of y'all. Send you back to where you came from. Why? Because every nation must return to its own. By hook or crook, you all are going back.
That's right.
You can't have this. This is ours here. 3,000 by 2,000 square miles. We built this. Well, Mr. Trump, who helped you build it?
Come on.
Did you build it by yourself?
Good question.
If you were so smart and so great, why'd you have to go kidnap a whole nation of people to do it for you? Now you're going to claim it belongs to you exclusively and not want to share not one crumb that falls off of your table.
Great point.
My God is going to drive you into the pit of hell. He's got a fire prepared for you, Mr. Trump. I don't care how many nuclear weapons you have. The holy scientists of Islam can carve a corridor in the atmosphere. And it can contain your nuclear blast so it don't affect nobody else.
Okay. Teach.
But he's going to allow you, Mr. Trump, Mr. Putin, leaders of Gog and Magog, he's going to allow you to unleash all your weaponry on one another. He's going to allow you to exchange these weapons across the continent of Europe. Messenger Elijah Muhammad teaches us that Europe will be turned into a graveyard. And when you have turned it into a graveyard, and in that final war, where you will send troops out by the tens of thousands, and you will come back limping to America in the tens and hundreds, were it not for the holy scientists of Islam putting a stop to your nuclear exchange in Europe, the whole earth would become uninhabitable. But it's not the whole earth that the holy scientists want to get rid of. It's you, America, that the holy scientists want to get rid of. So we are here in the hells of North America, like humble sheep, lambs, in the midst of ravenous beasts and wolves. That's why the followers of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, we move different than any other black people. If you study ravenous wolves, leopards, lions, beasts of prey, they don't attack the strong. They keep their eyes peeled for the weak for the sick, for the infirmed, for the hard-headed, stiff-necked, rebellious ones who stray away from the rest of the flock. I got this. I know what I'm doing.
Come on.
Out there on the edges of the herd, not with the safety of the numbers of the herd. You on the edges. The predators are watching you. They're studying you. They're studying your gait. That's why the FOI, fast moving, quick thinking, right down to the modern time. The predators are watching us, and we ain't like y'all.
Go ahead.
Y'all that watch Wild Kingdom and National Geographic? Those sick and injured animals, the predators jump on them,
They're the first one to go.
first one to go. Because them weak genes, they not going to be passed on to the rest of the herd.
Go ahead.
They're going to get ate up.
Indeed.
But the FOI and the MPT, always look like we going somewhere. We may not have nowhere to go, but we going quick. We moving quick. Fast moving, quick thinking, right down to the modern times.
Sir, go ahead.
When the predators, the lions, the leopards, they see us, they're like,
Got too much work to do.
no. Their nature tell them, look for an easier target.
Go ahead. That's right. Yes, sir. See.
And if they are crazy enough to attack one of us, they get some attack back.
Go ahead.
We not humble. Oh, no, please, mister, don't beat us. Oh, please. No, we fight back.
Go ahead.
Then eventually they just leave us alone. Leave them people alone. You just leave them alone. I don't care if they're the New York City Mafia. One of the brothers got into it. One of the Bonono family one time,
Come on.
and whooped his behind. They had a meeting, and the old man said, "You did what to the?" He said, "They have a code like us.
Go ahead.
Leave them alone." Then the daddy beat the sons behind right in front of the FOI. Said, "You never had that problem from us again."
Yes, sir. See.
Why? We're quick moving, fast thinking, right down to the modern time. So the death angel is amongst us, under the plague of the firstborn, under the realm of quote-unquote freedom. Abraham's sacrifice is likened unto God's sacrifice of his son. What is God's sacrifice? To offer up his lamb, messenger Elijah Muhammad, to see what you will do with him. Will you listen to him? Will you heed his message and his warning? Will you offer to implement some of the Muslim program that he says to present to Congress? That he presented to Congress, that he has offered to the world. The black, the brown, the red, the yellow, and the white in the presidency, and in the Congress, and in the judicial. But he said, Abraham, fear not. Even though I ask you for your only son, I will make you a great nation. Your seed, Abraham, will be like the stars in the universe. Nearly unlimited, Abraham, like the grains of sands on the beach. Unlimited, Abraham, will be your seed. Because I, even I, will go after them, Abraham. And that nation who placed them in bondage and spitefully used them, Abraham, will I render judgment on that nation for their evil doings to your seed, Abraham. Know this of a surety, Abraham, thy seed will be a stranger in a strange land that is not theirs, Abraham. But I, even I, will come after them, Abraham, and I will raise them and make them a great nation, Abraham. I know you don't believe this. Black man of America, I know you don't believe this. You've been offered this. It's been nearly 50 years since the departure of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And what do we have in his wake? We have his holy place that he acquired for us, now being defiled with all kinds of freakishness, foolishness, and whoredoms. I'm talking about Muhammad's Temple #2 under the Honorable Elijah Muhammad in Chicago. Within 6 months of 1975, his son Wallace D. Muhammad had a party at Temple #2 in Chicago in September of 1975. There was dancing, there was drinking,
Wow.
there was sweethearting of unmarried couples, there was sweethearting of devils and original women. Phil Donahue was at this party. And ironically, Phil Donahue is the one who brought your leader to national prominence and attention with 2 interviews in 1985 and 1990. Placing you on the world stage, because the white man thinks decades in advance. We barely can think from Friday night to Monday morning when we got to go back to work. We don't need none of this nation stuff. We's American. That's what Wallace D. Muhammad. And guess who was the top international spokesman of Wallace D. Muhammad? For 3.5 years, he preached Wallace D. Muhammad's teachings better than Wallace preached them. He wasn't drug kicking and screaming and protesting this. No, he said, as a matter of fact, even 20 years later, he said, what Messenger Elijah Muhammad brought was the thesis.
Right.
What Wallace D. Muhammad brought was the antithesis or antithesis.
Right.
What we need is the synthesis, the best of both. There is no best of falsehood.
That's right.
To unite with the truth that God gave to the messenger.
Indeed.
So in 75, they had a dance party at Muhammad's temple. And then I don't know if this was a year ago, 2 years ago, I don't know when this was, I saw a video of a Michael Jackson impersonator coming in, they call him Mas Mariam now, and touching a Michael Jackson impersonator.
Right.
And if somebody had the nerve to write, "Will let he who is without sin cast the first stone." Huh? So since all of us are sinful, not by nature, but because of our experience here in America, us included, that means that we should just defile the last place that is to clean up the black man and make him fit. Since we're all sinful, let's just let every bit of madness into the temple of Islam. That's your idea over there with that nutcase organization having Michael Jackson impersonators in the holy temple of Islam. Why? Because that ain't Messenger Elijah Muhammad's teachings over there. That's Wallace D. Muhammad's teachings over there.
Go ahead. Teach.
If it were not for the followers of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, you would not be wearing the correct uniform today.
Teach.
Some of you out there wore all kind of crazy uniforms. Uniform of the United States Navy. Uniform of the United States Army. Wearing the uniform with the Nehru collar. Like you was in the Indian Army. Yeah, you put the national on there, but that ain't the uniform the messenger had.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Then in the late 1990s and early 2000s, after it being put away from 78, 80 until they put it away, started putting it away in the early 80s, maybe mid 80s.
Okay.
They start putting this uniform away. We, who wanted to follow the messenger, began wearing the correct uniform. While y'all were wearing that Nehru collar burger chef uniform, we were wearing the correct uniform.
Go ahead.
Why'd you switch back?
Teach.
Because you want to keep fooling the public that you're teaching Elijah Muhammad's teaching by wearing a uniform, having the appearance and mentioning his name, but teaching what Wallace D. Muhammad taught. I don't care what you say. Ain't nobody replacing the last messenger. Ain't no messengers being raised. He didn't say he appointed no leader for us after him.
Come on.
He said, I didn't even appoint myself.
Go ahead.
I can't do that.
Teach.
So we are going to die on this mantle. Or make the hereafter and live. It don't matter to us. We're going to preach what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad preached, whether you accept it or not, just like he did. That's why the messenger said, the Savior said to him, Elijah, if none of them believe, all millions of us will take the keys and get out of here. No, he didn't say millions of us. He didn't say thousands of us. He didn't say hundreds of us to Elijah. He said, Elijah, you and me will take the keys and get out of here. And leave them. This be adding this in. And leave them with the man they consider to be the man in this time. Which one will survive the war of Armageddon? Message to the black, brown, red, yellow, and white. Thank you for listening, and may Allah bless you in peace as I greet you in our universal greetings of peace and of paradise. We say in the Arabic language, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam, sir.
All praises are due to Allah for the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. All praises are due to Allah for the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Stay tuned to this channel for more important information every week, and stay tuned to the channels that you have been subscribed to see the ministers of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad discussing with the civilized